44 seconds left in this story. Number 1 Notre Dame 21 and Penn State 21. As Lou Holtz paces the sideline, his ball club has just been intercepted. And the Nittany Lions with a second down and 10 at the Notre Dame 20. Straight ahead goes Saka, and now Penn State says, no, we're not going to take a chance on mishandling. We're going to just take it down as far as we can, call a timeout, kick the field goal, and win it.
Well, I don't understand why Notre Dame's not stopping the clock here. I don't get it.
19 seconds and down to 18. Saka looks across the way. FAYAK will have it put on his shoulders, and they call it stopping the clock with 8 seconds remaining.
Couple things here, Ron. I think Joe should have called timeout a little earlier also. In case of a bobbled snap, he could have had 2 tries. Obviously, he's going to go for it on 3rd down right here. He has an opportunity for 2 tries. This now is going to be the basically final play of the game, except for the kickoff and the 12 laterals on the last play of the game that we're
Cue the band, huh? FAYAK on the year is 11 of 16. His longest was 50 yards. That was against Alabama. And this is going to be an attempt, it looks like shy of the 25, so it's a 34-yard attempt.
Notre Dame is sitting with 2 timeouts left on the clock. They could, on the scoreboard right now, they could have called a quick timeout right there. You know, I just don't understand why they didn't want to take the timeouts and give one more chance to win the football game.
On game day this morning, hope you saw the interview with Lou Holtz and also with Joe Paterno. And Holtz paid Paterno probably as good a compliment as you can pay somebody. He said, I just don't think there's anybody in the land who can outcoach Joe Paterno.
Well, he was prophetic today without the rocket.
Craig FAYAK. He's got it. Seconds showing on the clock at Penn State. The players ran back to the other side of the field to make sure they did not get an unsportsmanlike penalty here, because Notre Dame still will get to see the football again, onside or not.
I don't think anyone could quite explain the emotions of a loss in this type of situation or a win in this type of a situation on both sidelines, unless you've been out there and experienced something like it happening to you in your career. Penn State came in here. They didn't know if they could play with these guys. Everybody's questioned their schedule and who they've played. Of course, Notre Dame playing for the national championship at home. Senior day, the most celebrated and successful senior class ever at Notre Dame here. As far as success, FAYAK splits this one right down the middle, no doubt.
Well, he's got a smile, but he didn't get overly excited, did he?
On the sideline, they're holding hands, they're looking around. Come on, please. We did it. We came in here and we did it. 4 seconds to go. I really want to salute Tony Saka. He's been under so much scrutiny the last couple years. A very highly recruited high school player came in here. He narrowed it down to 2 teams, Notre Dame and Penn State. Chose Penn State, and he came in here and took a victory.
Kick is on the ground, which you would expect. Picked up at the 35-yard line, and the clock is down to 1. This ball game is over. Penn State has upset top-ranked Notre Dame.
Yes, baby! Yes, baby!
Lou and Joe Paterno are trying to find each other out there, but they haven't been able to connect yet. Both of them are looking on the wrong side of the field for each other. Look at them both looking for each other. They can't find it. They want to shake hands.
So let's go to Neil Lomax, who is with Joe Paterno right now. Neil, take it away.
Well, Coach, you've won some big games in your 25 years. How's this one rank? Well, it's a big win. You know, we thought we had a pretty good football team. We played a little tight first half, and then we started to get a little bit more aggressive second half. And you know, it's a good win. Yeah.
With the rocket out there, second half, did that motivate your team?
Well, I don't think so. We were at halftime felt we weren't aggressive enough, and you know, you hate to see anybody lose a game like this. The two teams played each other hard. It was a good game.
Congratulations, Gary, Ron.
Okay, Neil, so the story is Penn State down 21-7 in the ball game. And it looked like for all the world that the momentum of Notre Dame was going to carry them to a victory and maybe even a couple of touchdowns.
We talked in the pregame of how when you come into Notre Dame, you can't fall in love with the crowd and the fight song and all the ghosts of past. And Tony Sacca had a lot of criticism against him. I said he had to be about 60% today. He ended up 20 for 34 for 277 and 3 touchdowns. I salute him. He had a great football game.
Well, it's time now to check out and see who our ream players of the game are. And there's the gentleman you're talking about, Tony Sacca, Penn State. This is a career high for him, 277 and 3 touchdowns and the Rocket. And I know he only played half, but I think we saw the impact or lack of impact with him either in the ball game or not.
How about when we talked to Joe Paterno Thursday on the phone, he said, where would you like to see the Rocket, a tailback or a wide receiver? What did he tell us? We'd like to see him back home.
Back home in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. So one more look as Craig FAYAK nails it from 34 yards. And the Nittany Lions of Penn State, who were fairly big underdogs coming into this one, walk away with an upset of the #1 Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Now for Gary Danielson and Neil Lomax and our entire crew here in South Bend, we say so long and let's go back to Tim Brenda.
All right, Ron and Gary and Neil, and yet another example of why the bowl selections cannot be made as early as they have been made. Now the Orange, that was supposed to be a done deal. It is a done deal. They could lose Notre Dame to USC and be 3 times beaten, taking on the nation's #1 team in Colorado. And yes, Virginia, you have lost 2 games this year and still are headed to the Sugar Bowl. I want to talk now with Lee Corso. Do you realize Joe Paterno is 5-4 against Lou Holtz now in head-to-head coaching?
Well, I think Joe said it perfectly there. It was a shame to see either football team lose that game. But it was a great game. Paterno, as Holtz said in our piece in the morning, no one outcoaches Joe Paterno. Nobody.
Let's talk now, Lee, about what this means from a national standpoint. There is absolutely no question that suddenly the Cotton Bowl moves back up into the picture with Miami going, and provided Texas continues to win.
Yeah, but that's if Colorado loses to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Remember, Colorado will be #1 in the nation.